Hello, it's me again. I am back to continue. A day ago, I talked about being married to a Christian narcissist, and tonight, I want to talk about how a Christian narcissist will pull you away from family and friends. Okay, so you know how I mentioned in the earlier recording about how when they're trying to pull you in because you've been targeted, they pour on they call it love bombing. That means they're loving you hard. Whatever your little heart could desire, they're getting it for you. Whatever you want, they're doing it for you. Wherever you want to go, whatever you want to eat, whatever, they're doing it for you. Because they're trying to reel you in. Okay. And so right now you're in that stage where, your thoughts are, oh, I'm in love. I think this is the one. And how the Christian narcissist makes you feel that way, that you feel that it's only about you and him. This doesn't have anything to do with anybody else because we're just so in love with one another. I'm so in love with you that I want to spend all of my undivided time with you, and I want you to spend all your undivided time with me. So the Christian narcissist in their head, they're already setting it up as the relationship progresses, that to make you feel that spending time with just them alone is okay. Okay, and keep following me. So we're still in the love bombing stage, and my ex-husband was really pouring it on, and I'm just thinking, oh, la la gaga, oh yeah, this is the one. Even though I may have seen red flags, this is the one, and we're spending all this time with one another that you're not even thinking about being around family and friends. And okay. And so as the relationship or the marriage progressed on, now we're just so in love and so used to spending time with one another that not having other people around us is not strange because we just love one another. So we just want to spend all of our time with each other. And so that those feelings are reciprocated and you feel the same. Well, as we took the relationship further and we became married, I noticed in the beginning he began to pull me away from family and friends. Now get that. Remember, in the dating, he was spending all this time with me because I thought he was in love with me, and vice versa. And so I was spending all my time with him, wasn't thinking that as this relationship progressed, he was trying to make me feel comfortable with not having friends and family in my life, because to make me think that it was all about us and what we had going on. But like I said, we got married, and then I noticed he started pulling me away from family and friends. And because I was in love, I didn't think anything. I just thought, okay, well, because yeah, it's about me and him. We just want to spend time together. But in reality, he was setting it up to pull me away from family and friends, that when the real Christian narcissist began to manifest, I wouldn't have anybody around me that could help me or even identify that he wasn't doing me right. So if I pull her off from around family and friends that could possibly identify what I'm doing to her, how I'm wronging her, how I am abusing her, how I'm being unfaithful to her, how I'm mistreating her, if I can pull those people around her, then it's just me and her. So even if she go and tell somebody else about what I'm not doing or doing to her, it's going to be my word against her word. Does this make sense? So this is what a Christian narcissist will do. They will pull you away from ones that's near and dear to you, ones that are concerned about, love you, wouldn't want to see you get hurt or harmed, but they'll pull you away and they'll make you think, oh, it's nothing. It's only because I want to spend all my time with you. And I just want you to spend all your time with me. Because we love each other like that. But in reality, he's taking away your help. And he's taking away those people in your lives that you could possibly go to and question, well, what do you think about that? But he's removing all that. So you don't have anybody to go to. Nobody you can question. Nobody for help. Because when he begins to play his games on you, it's going to be your word against his word. And because of the fake image that he's already created, okay, within his church and community or whatever like that, and as they begin to play game on you, they immediately start lying on you behind your back to family and friends. So they're like tearing down your credibility already. If this makes any sense to you. On the download, the one that loves you so much and you just got married and just had a baby by them and you're thinking, no, this man loves me, is the same one that's already setting you up for failure. Is the same one that's over here lying to people about you, and none of it is even true. So he's already setting it up for his next catch. And you guys are only 2 years in, 3 years in, 4 years in, 5 years in. But that's what they do. They will pull you away from anybody that could help you. Any of your help, any of your family. And then they'll want to surround you with their friends. Okay. And the reason they want to surround you with their friends is because their friends are weak. And their friends look up to the Christian narcissist as their God. So, if they surround you with their friends, even when you try to reach out for help to their friends, which are the weak ones, they're not going to understand your lingo because he's going to be done lied on you so much. And because they have so much respect for him and have made him a god, you're not going to get any help from his friends. Okay. I hope this is making sense. I went through all of that and didn't even know that I was being lied on in the very beginning of our marriage to precious men and women of God in the church. And I didn't realize at that time I had so many haters and people that didn't love me because they didn't even come and tell me what he was saying about me. And many of them probably were wishing that our marriage was destroyed because maybe they wanted him. Maybe they just think that he didn't love her anyway because he got her pregnant. But because of the role acting he was playing as such a good husband, such a good father, such a good financial planner, such a good teacher, whatever, they will fool the church people too. But when they go in these churches, they surround themselves with a bunch of weak brothers. What do I mean by that? Weak brothers, well, they're the ones that say they love the Lord, but they have no backbone. They're just yes men. They see wrong, but they won't stand up for wrong. They won't stand against wrong. Those are the type of spirits or people that Christian narcissists will attach themselves to. Now, mind you, everybody in the church loves them because of the fake image that they create about themselves. Okay, the people in the church never see the real them. Only I did. I was privy to that. And because he had lied so much on me, if I had went out and tried to talk against him, trust, I don't even think people would have believed me, first of all, because of all the convincing lies that he was lying on them about me. That's so sinister and demonic. So, but I went through all that. I was pulled away from family and friends. He wanted me to connect with some of the women friends that he probably was messing around with. And then he wanted me to be connected with a lot of the weak brothers that looked up to him like he was God. So that if I ever needed help, I had no one to cry out to. I had no one I could confide in. I had no one I could go to. Okay, so if you're in a relationship with a Christian narcissist, they will begin to pull you away from everyone, and they'll make you feel like, no, it's just me and you. I just want you to spend all your time with me, and I just want to spend all my time with you. But they're really pulling you away from your help. Okay? They're very good at what they do. They're habitual liars. Very good actors. They're always the victim. It's never their fault. Okay. They are perfect in all their ways, and they want you to treat them like that. They want you to treat them as if they're God. And when you don't exalt them, and when you don't stroke them, and when you don't just talk about them 24/7 about how good they are and how you appreciate them, they're already looking for another person to fill that spot. It could take 36 years. And that's what they do. I just wanted to come on out tonight and to mention that if you're in a relationship with a Christian narcissist, be prepared. They're gonna try and pull you away from family and friends. Try and pull you away from all of your help, resources. Because somebody would be able to identify the game that he's running on you. Somebody would be able to tell you, girl, I saw him here. So he has to cut all that out. So you'll just be out there by yourself. You don't have anybody you can reach out to. So, that's another thing I just wanted to mention, but I just want to say in closing, although that was cut off, basically what my ex did was force me more into the arms of God. So he became my reach out. He became my help. He was the one that I cried out to. He was the one that I prayed out to. He was the one. Which is better than men anyway, reaching out to them. So basically, whether he realized it or not, he didn't know what he was doing, but he was pushing me more into the arms of my real lover. Because he was too busy trying to play game on me and to destroy me and to shame me. A God-fearing man. That's not a God-fearing man. That's a Christian narcissist that's on a demonic assignment in my life to take me out of here, but it didn't work. So in closing, that's all I'm going to say on today. But beware, when you're attached to a Christian narcissist, he is going to pull you away from family and friends or anyone that he thinks will help you. He's going to take away that step. Because he wants to be able to play his sinister, demonic game against you. And he doesn't want you to be able to reach out and have help anywhere. Because when it's all said and done and the dust settles, like I said, it's going to be his word against yours. And in most time, because he's brainwashed and fooled the people and lied about you, you know, all this ties into his false image. They're going to be so self-absorbed in him that they're going to think that it couldn't possibly be him because he's perfect. We never saw that. No, you never will see that because that's just a fake image that they do on the outside. But the person that's actually attached with that Christian narcissist sees it all on the inside when no one's around, experiences it all on the inside when no one's around. And that's the way they play the games with your mind and your emotions, because you know what they're doing to you, but nobody else can see that. You know how they're making you feel, but nobody else can see that. And most of the time, we, wives or whatever, we put on a mask. We put on a happy face when we can. Some of us wear it, but the majority of us, when we go to church and we're around our brothers and sisters, you put on a happy face. And so then when you really begin to go through and things begin to crumble, it seems like they never blame the woman. I mean, they never blame the man. It's always the woman. Well, if she woulda, well, if she coulda, well, if he hadn't have married her because of this. It's never the man. But in reality, he was the one that had the problems. He was the one that brought all that brokenness to the marriage, which happened in my case. But nobody ever saw that. So I was blamed for a lot of stuff that I wasn't even guilty of. I was looked down at for a lot of reasons and didn't even understand it. I was treated unkindly in the church for unknown reasons. I was hated on and mean mugged and for no reason at all. But because what I was tagged to was already trying to break me down on the down low with all these lies about me that wasn't even true. But nobody would come to me and ask if what he was saying about me was true. So they were being used by the enemy to also come against me. But I'm still standing. So I'm going to get out here and I'm going to continue to share segments about Christian narcissists and their demonic plots and ploys and schemes. Tell them the devil, shame them. So I'm going to share to help somebody else out there. So that is all that I have on tonight. The blessings and the peace of God remain upon each of you. And until next time.